she hears him squeaking, even though he has balloon animals. She mentions it again at another point, and he doesn't have any, but she hears the squeaking. So these men just squeak when they walk,
yes.
I guess, which is...
It's their ding-a-ling squeaking.
hilarious.
Guys, I'm editing this video right now, and I just wanted to jump in here and let you know I somehow deleted the intro. But so you know what the context is, we did read Squeak by Vera Valentine this week, and somehow I deleted the intro, and there is a trigger warning that I did do in the intro. It is about the book itself, the themes, so if you guys are sensitive to topics like Omegaverse, Alpha, Omega, Slave, and Master, and then also nesting, you probably don't want to read this book, but I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
But
Before we start with the book, the disclaimer at the beginning, that is when I was like, what the fuck did I get myself
what was
into?
the disclaimer?
She was talking about how, first of all, she like gave a, what is that called? A content warning?
Yeah.
So it's like if you...
Trigger warning?
There we go, trigger warning at the beginning of it. Just talking about, you know, if you are sensitive to these topics. And she mentions nesting and... What was it? Was it
Breeding?
No, it's like when wolves get attached to each other, like Jacob does to Renesmee.
Oh my god. Hold on. I have to find it now.
Imprinting,
I guess, yeah.
And I was like, what? This is... I was very confused by all of that.
This is one of the things that cracks me up, is she tried to make it into an Omegaverse, which, have you read Omegaverses?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I didn't know what that was when she said that.
She tried. I mean, she could have. It did not work at all for this story. I see where she was trying to go, making it into an Omegaverse, but it just didn't quite fit. So Omegaverse is obviously you have alphas, betas, omegas, and it just was not right. I don't know how to explain that any other way. It didn't fit in the story. It would have been cute without it. The magic part of it was fine.
Yeah.
But making it where these like balloon animals are essentially like wolves doesn't make any sense. And they have no abilities. It doesn't fit.
Yeah, I should have... Context clues, I should have understood what Omegaverse meant because of that reasoning.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't understand that until... like towards the end when you start using like the lingo, then I'm like, oh, there's something else going on here.
That's why I said it didn't make any sense, because one, it doesn't get brought up until like the last like 5 pages maybe. I don't know how we're gonna get through here.
It's in and outline is insane, like always.
U-turn.
The legal
There we
U-turn.
go.
Legal U-turn.
All right, let's pause the book while we order.
I hope they still have it.
Are we going? We're not going in. That would make
No,
no
I am
sense. Why
not
would
going
that
in.
would make no sense. So we're gonna find out. At least we can drive off if there isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I can still get some Wendy's fries or something. They do have the salted caramel one, and I still want to try that. So we'll definitely get something at least. But I've been seeing like, it was like all over my Instagram for like 2 weeks, and everyone just getting Wendy's.
Oh, I know. I saw when Wendy's did the drop first, they did it at like a select location.
I see it.
This woman was in line for like 7 hours.
That's insane.
There is absolutely nothing in this world that would make me... No food. I love food, obviously. I would never wait that long for something. Nope.
I've waited that long for something before.
It'd have to be
Post
good.
Malone collab with Cane's.
Yeah, but didn't you get like stuff that you can keep?
I
Not
think
like
you can
trash?
keep the spoon.
I guess it's just because I don't like Wendy's that much.
Do you like Frosties?
Yeah. I mean, again,
Do you
I haven't had Wendy's in easily a decade.
Do you rather have a vanilla or chocolate Frosty?
Probably chocolate.
Okay. I'll do the salted caramel, like a very small one, and then I'll do the well, man. I don't have any... My Jeep has no cup holders. That's the problem.
I can hold them both.
Hold them in...
I fixed the jingling.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, dude. How much stuff are you ordering? The only thing that gives me anxiety more than going out in public is drive-thrus, because I'm scared either A, they're not going to hear me, and it's just going to be that back and forth of what? Sorry, I didn't hear you. What? And you're just screaming.
Yeah.
Or I want something and like I don't have the balls to like ask for it through the drive-thru, and I'm just like, that's fine.
So many people, I mean, if you could talk to me for more than 5 minutes, you know, I have pretty bad anxiety. I practice what I'm going to say before I go. That's why I don't try very different things. I have the same order every time. That's why when you ask, like, what do I want from Starbucks, I just say the same thing every single time because I have no idea what else I could possibly order.
I will always look up the menu before I go to a new place, and I will decide what I want before I get there and make all my questions, like very prominently known. Yeah. Because I get very much, like, embarrassed almost to, like, because I have so many I have a lot of food allergies, so I have to ask a lot of questions.
Bloody. I wonder if the Wendy's from it, or the Wednesday Fries maybe? Or is it like a whole combo?
Hi, I was wondering if we could get a small Raven's Blood Frosty. Yes. And then we can also do the small Kirsten Crispy fries.
Okay.
And do you guys have the salted caramel frosty yet?
Yeah.
Can we also do one of those small as well? And that's all. Thank you. I'm also afraid I'm gonna say, like, you too. Like, enjoy your food, you too.
Oh my god, every time.
Because I expect them to say have a nice day, and my brain's already like, you too.
I already have the script in my head. They're not allowed to
can't
divert
deviate.
from my script. No, you can't. You must stay on script. I hate when they do that too, because it makes me sound. We'll think about it when I'm laying in bed. They'll be like, do you remember that one time you said you too? They said enjoy your food.
Going through your brain.
Yeah. I hate it.
I really tried, like, because before we read this book, I already knew we were going to do, like, this kind of concept of a podcast, like going and trying fast food items for fall. And I tried really hard to think of something from the book that we could eat, but they didn't eat. She just drank water in the whole book.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any fruits.
No, there is. There's funnel cake, because there's okay. They don't eat the food.
Yeah, nobody eats anything.
Certain fluids are described as
okay, hold on.
certain carnival items.
That's jumping the gun right there.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, I read it because we were trying to do this book for a while. I read it 2 weeks ago, and then I was like, I don't know if I remember much of it. And so I reread it on the way to San Diego, and being in the car full of people reading a book like that was...
You really got to commit to it. I have a pretty good poker face when I'm reading, though. Like, I read these books when my dad's sitting in the same room as me. Like, I just have a very straight poker face. I'm not giving away anything. I can't.
Like, those silent reads, like, I get beat red. Like, I don't think I could do a silent reading and start reading a smutty book, 'cause I would die, I think.
I think I'm lucky, though, because I told my dad about Pounded by Produce, and he wanted to read it. So...
That book has me up for the past 3 months.
Oh my God.
I think I have, like, a priest kink now.
I honestly, yeah, I could see it. I had an appointment for my mental health medicine, and I was talking to my doctor about it, like, about, you know, all the things. And he's like, well, what have you been doing lately? So I mentioned the podcast, and he made me tell him the name of it, and he pulled it up. So if you're listening, hi, that was really embarrassing, and I regret that to this day. Forever, I will regret that. But he asked me, you know, what kind of books we read, and my dumbass immediately just Pounded by Produce, whipped it out, asked him if you watch VeggieTales. I was like, you should read that book. Why? Why did I say that?
It's a good book. I loved it.
I thought it was great, but why am I telling a grown man who prescribed... He probably thinks I'm even more mentally ill than I am. That is crazy.
It's okay. A lot of my clients, my tattoo clients, since I shared it, they've all, ever since I've seen them, they're like, oh, I found your podcast. I love it. I'm like, oh my God. No. But
I'm not ashamed of many things, but telling a doctor he should... I didn't even tell him. I, like, specifically didn't say to listen to it. He's like, I'm going to listen to it later. And I was like, oh, God,
you know,
don't.
A lot of more people than I thought, like, not that I, like, judge people, but, I mean, from your personality and the way you look, I can kind of be like, okay, are you more conservative? Are you more liberal? Like, are you religious? Like, I kind of make, like, those prejudgments before I really get to know somebody. And there's a lot of people that... like reads, like everyone reads smut, like people that I expected not to, that were super religious, like, oh yeah, I love this book and that book, and I'm like, girl,
that was one of the best things that came out of the pandemic, was that more people got into reading, and specifically romance reading.
Yeah,
so many more people, or at least more people were comfortable talking about it than they ever have been before, because I would have never found half the books I did without TikTok, and that was where that came from, was the pandemic. It's like, yay, you know, we all had to stay at home, but at least we were reading something good.
This is true.
Makes me happy.
I discovered, when during the pandemic, I reread all of, like, my high school, like, fantasy reads. Like, there was this one book called Eon, and then Eon was, like, the second book, and they were thick, and I, like, in high school, I was like, oh, these are the best books. I'm the main character in these books, and I read it during the pandemic, and I was like, what the fuck?
I could not tell you what I started reading in the pandemic. I think I did start with A Court of Thorns and Roses, but it just, I went way off from there. I got into reverse harems, and then I got into the Omegaverse somehow. I don't know how that happened. They're not bad. People can laugh about it all they want. Sometimes Omegaverses are the best.
I'm gonna say, I liked this book. I think with all of her books, they're bite-sized versions of this concept, this story.
Yeah.
I think that she can expand them, so I might enjoy something like that.
Yeah. I think had this book been at minimum 100 pages longer, it could have worked.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was just like thrown in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it just, there was no thought behind it. It was just like, oh, I should make this an Omegaverse.
Do you know anything about her other than like that?
No. She just makes crazy books. It's the most I know.
See, I could do this. I could fuck with the podcast if it was just fast food and talking about smutty books.
She would just remind me not to wear a tank top next time.
Why, you cold? I'm sweating right now.
No, I just don't like my arms. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll park right there.
Yeah, actually. We can try this and then Freddy's. And then we can get like actual food at Freddy's.
Oh, I don't care.
Like Freddy's has better
Burgers.
Like I like their burgers. Okay, so did I get the chocolate one? Dang, I don't think I did.
Oh, that's fine.
My brain was okay.
What
So
is
what's
this one?
It's a bloody frosty,
Okay.
and oh, it's not in the Wednesday thing.
Well, that's a bummer.
It's sad. At least they smell good, but the bag does have Wednesday on it.
Yeah, this doesn't have any Wednesday stuff either.
We did.
I wonder if you have to get like the actual meal.
maybe spoons.
Ooh, fancy spoons. Okay, I guess you could use those.
They're cute.
Those are pretty cute. I don't know if you can see that.
Little gravestones. But God, it was probably like fucking TikTokers.
I didn't even think about that.
It's weird that like like I said, I do have some anxiety, but something about like whenever I'm filming, it just like goes away. Do you know
Turn
that's a
it
bad
off.
idea?
Are we driving with this, or are we gonna?
No, I'm gonna stop and
No, it'll be fine.
take a beat.
So much trash.
Okay.
Which
Try
one?
this one for.
You need gas. Which one? This one? Oh.
Good thing there's a gas station right in front of me. I'll try this one first. I think it's raspberry and just a vanilla frosty. That is.
Those are
raspberry.
not peanuts.
Oh no. Is it?
I don't know how I feel about that. Those are really crunchy. I think there's like candy. I don't know if they're gluten though. Do you want to risk it?
I'll,
Look it up real quick.
You can. I'm gonna get
Here,
underneath
let me
it. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a bottom piece. Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
It just looks like sugar.
I think it might just be like really hard brown sugar or something.
Yeah. Try the other one.
Let's see. You said it's raspberry?
I don't think so. Oh, it's toffee.
I think this is just vanilla. With like food coloring. What is it? There's no taste.
Cola.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Man, it's just my assumption.
It just tastes like vanilla, but I think that might be still stuck in my mouth.
Which one do you like more?
Probably this one, shockingly. Maybe it is cola.
It's cola. I'm pretty sure it does. I thought it was raspberry, and then it's a strange taste. It's good though.
It's like you can only taste it after.
Yeah.
It's not,
The
that's
aftertaste.
interesting. I need a french fry.
Same. French fry and the frosty. Oh my gosh, I haven't done this in years. This is what I used to do in high school.
I have to look it up now. It's going to bug me.
Okay. So let's get back to our main character, Poppy. She's drawing in the park for art class.
Yeah, and Sebastian walks up to her, which I realized you only get his point of view one time, and it's at the very end of the book. You only get Poppy's and
Oh, yeah.
Kane.
Kane.
We can't figure out how to pronounce his name. I'm not gonna lie. It's Keane. Keen.
The reason why I think it's Kane is I have a friend, his name is Kagan, and that's how his, like, the A and the E are.
It's black cherry sauce.
Oh.
That does not taste like black
Cherry
cherries.
cola.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tastes like cherry cola.
So yeah, she runs into him. And they start talking. Hold on, I have to pull it up.
She's drawing, like, an old man in the park.
Yeah, she's just drawing the people that are around. I think there's like an old man and a kid she ends up drawing. And she sees him. And it's like all of her survival instincts are gone. She realizes she left her water at home. And he offers to get her a water because she's like looking around trying to see if she can make it to the fountain and back without her stuff getting stolen. And so he offers to get her a water because his friend works at the concession stand.
It was in my favor.
And I want to point out, I cannot figure out what time of day this is supposed to be. Because it feels like it would be midday, right?
Mm-hmm.
But within like, I don't know, one more chapter, it's nighttime. But it's like within like minutes.
Yeah. Well, after he brings her back to the shack, they pretty much close the concession stand down. So I think it's later in the day.
It's very confusing.
Time doesn't make sense in Vera's books, but it's fine.
So he end up walking back, and they're flirting like crazy. At least the way I looked at it, they were flirting like crazy.
I think he started flirting with her, and then she was like, who? What?
Yeah,
What?
and then she sees him and how attractive he is. She's like, oh, okay. Which me too. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be to eat and talk. So they get to the concession stand where his friend is, and I put that in quotes. He's the other balloon animal shifter. And
They have a name, right?
Kane?
They have like there's a term for what they are.
It's something with a V that I could not pronounce.
Okay. Same.
But he's a complete asshole. Like, he hates this girl. And he doesn't want anything to do with her. He's very aggressive towards her, and she just doesn't care. She loves it. She loves both of them. She thinks they're the hottest thing that has ever existed, which is crazy. And after she leaves, you find out right after she's gone, because she can feel that it's getting weird, that the two men are in a relationship together. Which makes sense, because they're the only ones of their kind.
Yeah.
So, like, it would make sense for them to be together. And Keen, I'm going to call him Keen, because that's what it said. Keen, super jealous. Like, he does not like women, which makes sense. You find out that they were made by a woman, essentially, to be slaves to her.
Yeah. Slaves.
I was trying not to say that, so it didn't,
Oh, sorry.
it didn't get lit up.
1938. Trying to remember that one.
They were... What's another term that's not going to get flagged? They were made to be men of the night.
Okay.
That works. They were made to be men of the night.
Moonlighting men.
But not in the good way. Anyways, so he hates women. He wants nothing to do with them. He just wants it to be the two of them because there's, a chance that they could get hurt again. He's
careful.
He's everything that he does is to try and figure out a way to keep them alive as human men and away from the person that was trying to find them.
Name is Zoya Ziba. Starts with a Z.
Zoya? It's not that.
It's mythical.
She's not very important to the story, I'm not
She's
gonna lie.
mentioned like twice.
Yeah. She's like the bad guy in the background that really should have had way more importance in the story, but that's okay. After they argue, and his jealousy becomes clear, they get it on. And I feel like it's very important to mention this now. I would like to quote the book because this is very important and it comes up later.
I think I know where you're going with this.
No, I don't know if you do.
Okay.
When Xena, it's her name, that's the bat lady. When Xena was finished using our bodies in bed, went as smooth between the legs as the plastic dolls carnival attendees won in toss games. They go Ken doll.
Yes.
So important to mention that because it comes back up later and I had to go back to double check.
Okay.
They become Ken dolls. And in order to perform, you have to blow into their mouth like a balloon, which is so funny. And it is latex. It is a balloon. There is nothing fleshy about it. It's a balloon.
So,
because they talk about the end of it, which would be the opening, it's the end of a balloon when you tie it up.
oh, is that what he means by knot?
Yes.
Oh, so that was my...
Well, no, because
wait.
there's a knot, which is towards the base. But the end piece, they mentioned it a couple times, like, oh, that feels weird or whatever. It's the end of a balloon. So it's just a balloon just coming straight out. And it's purple, might I mention. Like, all of this is so important for later. It's so important to know. It is a balloon, and it is purple. And it is, when it's not inflated, they are Ken dolls. All of that is very important.
But it's just, like, deflated, or it's, like, gone? Like,
no, it's gone. It says we are as smooth as the dolls.
That would be funny, though, if it was just, like, hanging down.
I know. It's just a deflated balloon. That would have made more sense. But it says, we went as smooth between the legs as plastic dolls the carnival attendees won at toss games. They're smooth Ken dolls. Very important. Also, apparently it tastes like powder. He said it was either he smells or it tastes like powdered sugar and latex. That is a disgusting combination. Ew. That is horrible.
Yeah, was that like their bodies smelled like
Yeah.
that?
Like he smells like
the
powdered sugar. Yeah, a carnival.
But only when he gets aroused.
Yes. And then his release is like
frosting.
It isn't like, it is funnel
Frosting.
cake icing.
That is crazy. I know I was like, girl, come on. That was too far.
All I could think about was the infections.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, that would create a super infection.
I mean, we talked about this last time with the pounded bright produce. Like, it was a vegetable, and that was still a concern of an infection. And now you're actually putting straight up sugar.
It would be so much worse.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the way I look at it, it would be so much worse. Because it's sticky, then it would be worse, and it would like not.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. She's very good at she's good at writing the line, and then all of a sudden she just jumps over the line and makes things way too intense with how things are going. Like it's almost like predictable to the point that it's unpredictably predictable.
Yes.
You're like, oh, that would be something that would be very, corny. And she just is like, yep, that's how this book is gonna go.
Of all things,
because
why funnel cake ice king?
Yeah, but what's the correlation because they were raised in the circus carnival?
Well, the thing, it wouldn't even make sense to have them do that at all.
I know, because where would it come from?
Where would it come from? Also, she didn't want them to. So, if they're made into humans, why would that be anything that was even thought about?
I don't know.
Because that's one of the things is that she never let them finish, and the first time they did was together when they were sneaking away from her.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have even been able to. But that's... the icing. All I can think about is, a super infection. Have you ever seen the movie, Contracted?
No.
Okay. For anyone who hasn't seen it, Contracted is essentially a zombie beginning. It's like patient zero of a zombie movie, but the virus is an STI.
Okay.
And it is the most disgusting thing ever, and that is 100% what I thought of during the icing thing was that is what would happen. It's disgusting. Like, she ends up like falling apart and is slowly becoming a zombie. But for anyone who has seen that movie, you would understand what I'm talking about, because that's what would happen. There is no way. Can you imagine having to go to the doctor? You have to go to the doctor constantly. And they'd be like, "Why? What are you putting up there?" Oh my god, terrible.
Well, it's a good thing he's gay.
For now.
Oh, we'll leave that open to
Yeah,
interpretation.
and into another, balloon, so it's
Yeah.
fine. So they do their thing and then immediately become balloons to go to sleep, which is why I
save
said,
money on rent.
yeah, they do. Honestly, that's valid. They just kind of hang out there in their balloon form, which is why I was confused by the time of day, because it was like sunny and everybody's out, and then they walk to get water, and the next thing they know,
It's nighttime.
it's nighttime in their balloon form
Unless they were messing around for like 4 hours
at work.
at work. Yeah, they ran away from the circus and they live in this shack.
Yeah, they live in the concession stand.
Yeah. So, what happens? Is it Kane's perspective then? Because it was Poppy's, and then
Yeah, it was
switches to
Poppy,
Kane?
and then when
Yeah.
they go into when they're going to get the water, it switches to Keen's perspective, and then it switches back to Poppy, and Poppy decides, like, you know what? Regardless of how that guy acted, I'm gonna go back because I want to draw them. Like, they're so attractive.
Why did she was drawing him already and couldn't remember his nose, so she was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, I'm gonna be a creeper and go sit across the way and stare at him at the concession
Yeah,
stand,
I'm
so I
gonna
can figure out his nose."
watch him because that's the best option I have, which honestly is valid. Like, if you saw someone that she encapsulates what you're trying to draw, then yeah, go for it. Like, he can suck it up. So she goes back there, and she does end up going up to the stand.
Yeah,
and talking to him.
Intentionally left her water bottle.
Yeah, so she'd have to go back and talk to them. I can't remember if Sebastian comes back and talks to her again. I think he does later.
Well, he wasn't at the. She was disappointed because she didn't see Sebastian at his original
Yeah.
little balloon stand. So then she's like, "Fuck, I guess I gotta go up to the counter." And you can tell, like, from her face, like, she describes not Sebastian's face, Keen's face, just like seething with anger as he sees her.
He's raging.
And you learn from his perspective, he's like, "Fuck that bitch." I don't want her anywhere near me or my boyfriend ever again.
Yeah.
And sure enough, here she comes trotting along back in.
Oh, and because, okay, we had a conversation about Unhinged and how I didn't like how childlike he was, the main male character. She corrected it in this one. Because it's been so long, they have educated themselves. They are more educated. They have, like, slip-ups of, like, social context, or, like, when you shouldn't say something, but they're not ignorant to everything. Like, there is this, I think it's this part where Sebastian does come back up to her to talk, and he mentions a adult video that
the
he
cell
had watched
phone?
it. Yeah.
Yes.
And does he show it to her, or he mentions it?
You learn about it, though, from Keen, that some kid left their phone at the zoo, and he picked it up, and it was just like Pornhub was open. They just scrolled
and
Pornhub.
so they just started looking at what they were going to do, but he didn't realize the context. Like, you can't just blurt that out to people.
Like, she didn't, must have been bad, because, like, Vera didn't even say what it was. She was like, and we did ...
Yeah, it was just left open
to interpretation.
I would be fascinated to know what it was, because it was probably gross. But let me look at my notes, because I'm pretty sure that it just immediately jumps back to him.
Well, he offers her like $600, because the thing about them is the only way they're able to maintain their human form is through these sigils, and
that's what it is.
Zoya was, I guess, responsible for keeping the symbols up because she was a witch. Now they're having to do it themselves, and I think it's like they're not getting they're not able to do it as well, so they need someone who's artistic.
Yeah, they can't draw as well as she can, and they see that she's obviously a good artist, and so they decide that, well, let me rephrase that. Sebastian decides he's going to ask her, if we paid you $600, will you draw for us? And she's thinking she's going to be drawing them nude. Yeah. And they're thinking the sigil that they need. So after this discussion, she's like gonna go back to art school and go to class, and it switches to Keen's perspective, and he needs to find another artist because he doesn't want to work with her, and so he's gonna find someone else. So where does he go? The art school. And he goes and he's trying to sneak around because he's not supposed to be there. He's not an art student, and so he sneaks in through this door. Well, a professor sees him and thinks that that is their model for the day. And this is why I said it was important to bring up that quote. They tell him to get completely undressed and he's going to be naked for them to draw. He's a Ken doll. And no one says anything.
Okay, that's my thing is, at the end of that, there was some mention of, like, well endowed or something. And so I was like, what were they seeing? There was nothing there. So did she mess up?
She must have. Because she says they are flat. There's nothing there. I wonder if I can pull
unless
up
he
that
like
scene.
Unless they're talking about his body, like his body being like pristine, maybe his like he had like something draped over him where they could see his like genitalia. That's my only other thought.
I'm trying to see if I can pull it up. That's the bright side of this book being so short, is I can pull up right where you need to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets naked. He strips down. And then let me...
Oh, man. The amount of, like... He was shocked. He liked it, though. So he was shocked whenever he saw Poppy, because he, wasn't supposed to be the model. Because she ran in and was like, oh, the model didn't show up, blah, 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 blah. And he enjoyed making her uncomfortable because Poppy went to the concession stand that day after, like, he knew she knew he didn't like her. And she made him uncomfortable. Yeah. She did it on purpose because she wanted to draw him as, like, stern and kind of angry looking because she needed it for, like, the test subject. So he proudly sat. I don't think he was going to stay until he saw her.
Yeah, I don't say anything about being...
They brought it up.
I think she says it when they're in the room together. Not during the thing. He is Ken doll. It's like one thing that pissed me off. Like,
well, did the art students be like, what?
Nobody was like, dude,
where's your dick?
Yeah. How do you go to the bathroom? Where is it?
There's nothing there.
Okay, wait, what are we going to get?
We're going to try the pumpkin pie concrete, and then if you want like a steak burger or something.
Could do.
I was thinking about just getting a
chicken
wrap.
Ooh, wrap. They have wraps?
Well.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. I'm done. Never mind. Ignore me.
My gluten allergy wrap.
Just give me the original double.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Freddy's. Will you be using our mobile app today?
No, I'm not.
Alright, can I get a name for the order?
Yes, it's Zan, X-A-N.
Gotcha, and what can I get for you?
Let me do the original double, just the burger.
Everything on the burger?
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha, what else can I get for you?
And then can I also do the California style, but can I get that lettuce wrapped?
No problem.
And then can we also...
a combo or just the burger?
Just the burger.
Gotcha.
And then let me do the new pumpkin pie concrete.
What size?
Small is fine.
Gotcha.
And that is all.
Oh, you said that's all?
Yes.
Alright, so there's going to be $25.98 with them.
Alright, thank you. See, I feel like that was a...
Now, why did they need your name? I don't know. I feel like that was just normal, like he asked for. Like, anyways, what were you saying? That was what?
I felt like that interaction was a little bit, like, I felt like I was being rude.
You're like, wait, stop asking questions.
I was jumping ahead, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Taco Bell next to us. I went to Taco Bell because I wanted to try the new Midnight Baja Blast. Or, I guess it's not Baja Blast, it's the Mountain Dew. It's like their new flavor.
Yeah.
And we went to San Diego and I stopped in. First of all, nobody to be seen. There's nobody in there, like not even workers. So I put my order in on like the kiosk. Yeah. And it's just a cup, like if they don't have to make it back there, and I go up to the machine. I waited for like 15 minutes just to try this drink. and I got to the little soda machine where you picked it out, and I tried it, and it was literally water. Like, it was so watered down. And it was like $7 for the drink. Well, okay, granted, I got 2 drinks. My boyfriend also got a drink, but it was $7 for water.
They probably didn't put the syrup in.
It was sad. I mean, I'm not really like, I'm not a soda person, but I was like, oh, like this will be fun to try. No.
Yeah. I would say that I'd be like, hey, can you guys fix this? But in reality,
there was nobody there.
Oh, it was just empty?
I don't know where the workers were.
That's weird.
And the person that brought me my little cup after 15 minutes just like darted. He got the fuck away fast as possible. Dang. I haven't had a Frosty in so long. They're so good.
I'm just genuinely confused by this flavor because it just tastes like vanilla.
I do enjoy the salted caramel one. I will definitely probably try it again. I thought it was pumpkin. I don't know why I thought it was pumpkin. What is pumpkin though?
This one's pumpkin.
Okay. Back to Kane's Ken dullness.
So yes, he gets to the school. He ends up naked. No one says anything or acknowledges it, which is fine. And then her professor at the end of the class asks Poppy to help him get to the storeroom so he can get his clothing. And this is where it takes just like the craziest turn. They go from absolutely hating each other to getting it on so fast.
How did it start though? Was she yelling at him for like being there? Like,
yeah, she was kind of, yeah, exactly. Like, what are you doing? I know you hate me. Why are you here? I know you weren't supposed to be the model today.
She thought he was stalking her.
Yeah, how do you go from stalking to doing it? I don't understand. Whoa, you okay?
I got the bottom, the super cherry. There's a lot of black cherry.
Okay, so it's at the bottom of the cup then. Yeah, I even wrote in here, I thought they were like Ken dolls and less blown up. I'm confused.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what, nothing really happened for him to switch his perspective on her, but he goes from like hating her to like, she's my everything. And they just, I think the lights turn out and then they just go at it.
Yeah, she hits the wall. And then, but she just mentioned, because like he first was like, blow into me. And she's like, is this some kind of kink? So she does it. And then before he like, enters her or whatever, he was like, what did he say? He's like, he pleasured her first. So she's like, so you could take me. And she was like, what? And she's probably confused because he had nothing down there. She saw him naked. So yeah, she's probably hella confused. And then she kept hearing like, she felt it. It felt like
she's like, wow, did he put on a condom already?
Like
that's so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she feels the end of it, which is the end of the balloon.
Yeah.
Which apparently feels really good.
I see. Okay, that is what I was confused about, because in the beginning of the book, when Kane and gosh, I keep saying his name wrong. What is it? Keen and Sebastian first like make love to each other. He talks about
the knot.
The knot.
So that's on the base.
But okay, when I say base, I was thinking under. But whenever she describes it,
it's around
it's on top.
It's all around, like where you attach, where it attaches. It's all around right there. I don't know how to explain that any better.
I thought about going to the dollar store and getting some blue animal balloons and trying to like recreate it, because I didn't understand.
So think about like this is the body.
Yeah.
And then say it connects like this. It would be like this, and then here's the dangly bits.
Okay, so it's almost, but it's not tiny. It's like big.
Yeah, it's all
Got it.
It inflates, is the best way to explain it. That's not even just for the book. Like that's the way it's described most of the times. It inflates.
I'm so confused.
It's to lock you in. It's to lock it in, which is gross when you think about it in a way.
Yeah. Well, okay. For some perspective, this point of the book when Poppy and Keen get it on in the closet, this is like 90% of the book. Like we're already at like 90%.
Yes.
It's
like
about
I said,
to be done.
it's
10 pages.
So fast. So yeah, then they this is where the Omega thing comes in, and I'm so confused. They do it. They leave together. They get Sebastian. And then they're like, she's an Omega. She's going to start nesting. which means they just need to make like a safe space for her. So then they go to her apartment, make a nest, all get it on.
Poor Sebastian, though.
I know.
He knows that Kane left. Kane was angry. He hates Poppy. And after they had, done it in the closet, they came back to the shack and they were hand in hand. But, like, not like, they were like conjoined. Like, she would not let go of him. Like, she was like,
yeah. I was like, oh, you must be mates. What? A weird jump.
How did he already know? Like, it was like,
I think it was just something they read in books, but it wouldn't apply to them. Hold, please.
how many more? And we can use our Wednesday spit. I like that. It's a good idea.
I don't have anywhere to put my stuff, so I just stick it in the true pant leg.
Hello, $25.98.
God, that's fucking expensive.
Okay, your stamp is going to be inside the
Okay,
bag.
awesome. Thank you.
But it's so cute. And you have a good day.
Thank you. Look how tiny. It's
that
a little
really is a
baby.
small one.
Nope, I think you were right. There is no actual pumpkin in it. Maybe.
I don't know. I'll try it.
You'll tell me later when you regret it.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
I took my gluten ease, so I should be okay. I think I'm gonna park somewhere. If we can park with the sunlight back to us, that would be great. What is down here?
It just goes to the other parking lot.
Little adventure. There's no parking spots over there that are facing away from the sun, so hopefully there is one over here. But yeah, no, poor Kane is just like,
There's poor Sebastian.
Oh,
I
that's
I
what I
just
meant.
don't understand
Sebastian.
it. I would be irritated too. Because, I mean, that is also what he wanted, so it's weird.
oh man, I was like, we park it there, but that guy's gonna probably like, what are these girls doing?
You just park on that side or
Oh.
over
Yeah, I guess so.
there. Maybe.
Just worry about the sun. We'll see what happens. Oh no, that big billboard should cover it.
We shall see. It's in blind right now. Yeah, that's nice.
This is fine.
You can see us.
So at this point, we're 90%. No, I think we're more than 90% done with the book.
It's like 5 pages, maybe. So I'm not kidding. They realize, he says, oh, she's an Omega. She's going to nest. They all go to her apartment. And she's just like, la, la, la. This is great.
She has no intellectual conversation with either of them.
No, she doesn't know them at all. Which, okay. In the Omegaverse, yes, that can happen, but it's not that, forget everything about life and how meeting people works.
Okay, you try it first and tell me if I'm
What?
at risk. I see.
You might be at risk.
I see them, and if they stay at large chunks, I can avoid them.
They're small.
Because I see a big one right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it anyways.
That's just fucking good, though. Yep.
Damn.
That's fucking good.
That is so sad. I can't eat any of that. Enjoy.
So yeah, there is pumpkin in that. Wow.
Well, pumpkin
pie.
pumpkin pie, like the actual crust. So, R.I.P. to me.
That's fucking good.
Like my
Where's that
salted
lid?
caramel. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
There's, you don't want to, I put,
Oh.
yeah.
It's fine. I'll leave it. That's
Here, you can put it here if you want.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna hold this one.
It works. Yeah, so rewind. She's nesting, so
And I don't understand
she
what
goes
that means.
she goes into heat. Nesting is essentially making like a cocoon, like a nice comfortable place. So it can be
Oh,
like
so
your
just-
bedroom or your living
just
room.
like an actual
Big
okay.
fluffy blankets and pillows, which is what they end up doing. And she's going into heat, which is essentially like really, really, really extreme ovulation. Or all you can
Super
do is,
horny.
you can only do that for the extent of it, which again, it doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't fit at all with anything else. I think it was just a way to get it so that them going and all, hooking up made sense.
Yeah.
In a way. So that's like a page. And then it jumps to the woman they've been hiding from,
So
shows up.
Zoya?
Xena.
Cena?
Shows up. There's no big battle. There's nothing crazy. She just walks up to the lady Poppy walks up to Xena and just sucks the life out of her. That's
Yeah.
it. The end.
Takes her soul.
She takes like her life out of her because she was
Knocks her
using
off the balcony.
like stolen power, I guess. Poppy is what Xena is supposed to be.
We find out that Poppy is a controller of whatever species these boys are.
Made them, yeah. Hold on, I have to go look it up because
It's very confusing, and like I said, it's just like very predictable. You're like, oh, of course she is, and they're like, oh, well, that makes sense. That's why we were so like attracted to her. At least Sebastian was at first.
sorry, I'm trying to find the exact word. But yeah, it's essentially like a witch, but Xena was using stolen power.
Xena wasn't what Poppy actually is. She just is trying to be.
And that's how Poppy's able to, like, I think she takes the power back from her, which essentially takes her life. I think. But then it just ends. That's it, the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did mess around for like 4 pages just constantly.
That was
like,
before. That was during, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, before.
So, like, there's a lot of, like, you know, getting it on. But it was just so aggressive.
It was.
I did figure out there is a second book. And I
saw
looked
that.
at the reviews, and she doesn't...
It's called Squeal, right?
I think so. She doesn't explain anything. It just adds more men. Like... I would have loved more explanation. I need more. How did this come to pass? Because you don't really hear Poppy's perspective again. She's just super cool with everything, and all's fine. It's cool. Her entire world just got flipped upside down, and now she's stuck with these 2 men things.
She's the Omega? She's the Omega, or she's the Alpha?
I think she's the Omega, and they're Alphas. I think.
Oh, and that's the other thing that was so weird about this like situation. Whenever Poppy and Keen came back together to see Sebastian like for the first time, he was like, "This isn't possible." And once an alpha has mated, then another alpha can't be in the same room.
It was so dumb. It was so dumb. It was supposed to be so in an Omegaverse, when an alpha finds its Omega, it's extremely protective of its Omega, and another alpha would technically be a threat to it. Maybe I just read too many Omega verses because, like, there's plenty I've read where there's multiple alphas in the group. But yeah, it was just so sloppily thrown in there. I just wish it had been a little longer.
I think I really like the cherry one. I think it's good.
It's good.
I don't know what it would be like if it was chocolate. That'd be better.
Do you think so?
I don't know. Yeah, that was that book. It's kind of like, you know when you're in like you're a kid and you get hit in the face with a ball, but you don't see it coming?
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Your face stings and you're like, what the fuck happened? And then you're like, it's fine. Like, that's how it felt. It's like, nothing's happening, and then you get hit in the face, and it really hurts for like 2 seconds, and then it's over.
And you're like, wait, what?
And then you don't know where the ball came from.
Yeah, it sped up so fast. I had to like keep going back and like trying to make sure I didn't miss something because it was just 0 to 1,000.
Do you speed read when that happens? Because I feel like I speed read.
I naturally speed read. Not to sound, you know, I read so many books, I just naturally speed read.
I try to indulge in my books. And I think it's because a lot of authors I like, they're very slow to come out with books. So I'm really slow. So when it's like the beginning of the book, I like, you know, kind of take my time. But during this book, it was like as soon as we hit that like 20% done and everything was just happening, I was just like, reading so fast, just keep scrolling. And
I wish I could slow down when I read, but because I'm not seeing the words, it's just playing in my head. Yeah. I don't realize how fast I'm reading something. But I also just like, I read so many books. That's why I don't read books that aren't finished, like series. I will only read them once they're finished. I have multiple books I'm waiting to read until they're finished because, one, I'll have to go back and reread them if I don't, because I won't remember because I read so many books. I think I'm like 125 so far this year. Like, that's all I do is read.
So you sign up for the library thing and get a free pencil at the end of the year.
I want the pizza back. I want the, like, if you read X amount, you get a free pizza or a free slice. That's what I want.
I like whenever I think it's Kindle will send you the little like notifications if you like, here's your statistics, congratulations.
Oh my God, yeah.
And you're like, oh, look at me go, I'm so smart.
Storygraph does that really well.
They do summary of like how many words you read, letters.
Yeah. I can't, sometimes I like look at it, I'm like, I need to do something else with my time.
Oh, I bet, hey, proofreading and like reading books, like what do they call, like a copywriter? Yeah.
I would love to be an editor.
Oh, editor, there we go.
Yeah. I would, well, the wee woo. And they are hauling ass.
I saw a thing on TikTok that you can literally just go to a fire station and fuck around. Like they'll let you come in and try on all the stuff.
That is not what I thought you meant, but yes.
Oh.
All the women are like, really? Wait, really?
I kind of want
Where?
to go, but I'm scared. That's like, okay.
Yeah, you
so it's
can.
one of those things that I'm like, oh, I see it, and I don't know if it's because the firemen think the girls are cute, so they're like indulging. Oh gosh, I need to stop using that word. They're doing it for them because they're like, oh, cute
Yeah.
little girls, like come in and look at all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
or they actually let you.
I did it when I was a kid, but I'm pretty sure you can as an adult too.
I'm just scared to go, and they're gonna look at me and be like, what?
You know what you could do is lie and say, I'm thinking of becoming a firefighter.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to see if I can wear this outfit. We went to school together, and the fire department had to come like three times. And we had one instance, which was the biggest bummer, because all of the people that came were like the really old, almost retiring firefighters. Like, no offense to older firefighters, but these guys were getting up there.
Yeah.
They were getting up there. And then the next time they came, they were some of the hottest men, and everyone, I mean, it's a room full of girls. And we're just like, oh my God, what are you doing?
I bet they were like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, we had 1 or 2 men in the entire school.
Even that.
So it's just all of these women just like ogling these. I mean, we were, yeah.
And people were making jokes outside near. I knew they could hear them, like easily.
Oh yeah,
easily.
We were trying to convince them to get rid of the mustaches though, because I mean, it did kill some of their faces. So they were really cute.
It's like, you trust us, we're beauty professionals. All right, guys. Well, that's enough of this today. I will say, if you haven't had the Freddy's pumpkin pie,
100%.
It's so good. I probably will regret it in the next few hours because I will probably have an allergic reaction. But I took my pills. I'll be okay. I did like the cherry, what was it called? Bloody something?
It wasn't bad.
The bloody Frosty from the Wendy's collab from.
Yeah, I do think you're gonna have to dig to get the actual.
I think you mix it up.
It doesn't.
We
didn't mix it up. It doesn't really taste like anything when it's not doused in it.
Salted caramel's good too. It's a letdown because I wanted a fall flavor, and I don't feel like salted caramel's really fall. Like if it was like maple, maybe I'd be like more okay with it. But it was good. So
when this comes out, it will officially be September, which means it is Halloween season.
Spooky season.
We will be reading some Halloween books coming soon, very soon, and they are terrifying to look at what they're about. But I'm excited. It's gonna be funny.
All right. Well, that has been it all for this week. I don't think we introduced ourselves.
We didn't. I'm Kat, by the way.
I'm Zana, and if you watched this whole thing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Read the book and tell us what you think about it, though. It's a very quick read.
Yeah, if you are like, you have nothing else to do this evening, grab yourself a glass of wine, and for like an hour, just sit down on your Kindle and read this book. And then drop your comments down below about your interpretation of how the Omegaverse and this series works. Because I don't know. And also, if you can figure out, if any of you can draw and make me a diagram of how...
Please.
How the knot works, I would love to see that.
Yeah. Also, Vera, if you happen to fall upon this, I have questions and I would love to have a conversation. I need to know if that was just like an oversight.
That would be so cool to be able to like have an author on.
Yeah.
I know we're not big enough yet, but manifestation. One day.
I would love to have Vera. I have so many questions for her. I would love to know how her brain works.
Of questions.
But yeah. Anyways, have a fantastic day or night.
And enjoy your spooky season. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.